Up next is James Anderson, followed by Taiwan Sims.
My name is James, middle initial R, last name Anderson, and I'm here this morning to speak in favor of a viable city for the mid-21st century. Specifically, Mr. Chairman, I urge the committee to support the development proposals for 1840 North Marcy Street, 700 West Chicago Avenue, 345 North Aberdeen Street, 2328 South Michigan Avenue, and 2031 North Kingsbury Street, some of which have been deferred from today's agenda. These proposals, all told, represent 4,240 housing units, a start on the hundreds of thousands of units Chicago will need in the coming decades as migrants and displaced persons settle in and have families, and as climate refugees from parts of the country that have become unlivable start to arrive. The Rust Belt will rise again. I wish to use my time allotment to address the objections that I hear as I attend community meetings about these proposals. The honorable members of this committee have heard it all. Too much traffic, not enough parking, too much parking, not affordable enough, too affordable, too much density, too high, too blocky. Who's going to want to live there? And the granddaddy of them all, it's contrary to the character of the neighborhood. Mr. Chairman, taken individually, each one of these objections is ridiculous and doesn't withstand the merest scrutiny. But taken collectively, when they come at you and the other council members like a fire hose at community meetings, they reveal what the objectors are really against. Change. Let's take the Marcy Street proposal, for example, because many of the objectors have indicated that they've lived in the area for 40 years. Nostalgia is a powerful emotion. The mid-1980s were a wonderful time. These folks were young. Harold was the mayor. The Bears were great. And they had an apartment in Lincoln Park for $300. If only everything could stay the same. But time marches on. Their youth isn't coming back. Harold isn't coming back. The Bears may not be great again in our lifetimes. And the needs of Chicago have changed. Industry has changed. Family size has gotten smaller. And the idea of a car-dominated landscape from the mid-20th century has given way to an understanding that that will destroy our city, not save it. There has been substantial objection to everything. If it had been up to these people, Chicago never would have been built in the first place. But everything that does get built turns out to be okay. Many of the objectors to the 1600 North LaSalle Street proposal that you've heard about live in buildings that previous naysayers objected to. For heaven's sake, there are lights at Wrigley Field, and the world has not come to an end. Mr. Chairman, we must not live in the past, even though the past was a glorious time. I urge you and the committee to support the residential developments on the agenda today, and as others come before you, to think about the needs of our city's future.
Thank you.